Hello everyone. Today we're going to have a quick lesson on chapter 10, section 2, histograms. Let's get started. Histograms. We're going to make histograms and we're going to use histograms to analyze data. Here's our key idea. A histogram is a bar graph. Notice the bar graph down here. That shows the frequency of data values in intervals of the same size. Okay, so here's the frequency, the y-axis. 0 to 9 CDs, we got 4. 10 to 19, we have 3 of them. 20 to 29, we have 1. 30 to 39, we have 2 for this histogram. So the height of a bar represents the frequency along this bar side of the values in the interval. And the frequency of the data values in the interval is the same size. Okay, so I'm going to try to draw a few histograms for you today. So this may get a little messy, and I'll do my best. Let's start with example 1. The frequency table shows the number of laps that people in a swimming class completed today. Display the data in a histogram. Okay, so we have ourselves some laps here. Frequency got 11 times, went 1 to 3 laps. So what I'm going to do is put this histogram together. Along the y side, I will have the following. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I'm going to go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12 up to here. Okay, so that would be considered the frequency. The frequency would be on the, I call it the y side of the bar graph. So then we're going to do is we're going to go 1 to 3. 1 to 3 will have the number of laps. And we're going to put a little bar graph all the way up to 11. So we're going to go all the way up to 11 and across and down. 1 to 3. And then 4 to 6, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to look over here. We only have a frequency of 4. So this bar is only going to go up to 4, and then I'll cut it across. Next, 7 to 9. 7 to 9 laps. Not sure why they only went 7 to 9. They didn't do anything during 7 to 9. Then we jump to 10 to 12. 10 to 12, we have a frequency of 3. So here's 3 is between 2 and 4. So it's going to hover right about in that position, and that would be 3. And lastly, from 13 to 15, this bar would go up. There's a frequency of 6. So we're going to go all the way up to 6 and cut it over and then back down. This is a histogram. Histogram, it shows the frequency, which is the data values in the interval, and it shows the number of laps along the y. Okay, we're going to do a histogram here of riding a roller coaster. All right, so along this, we have the frequency down here, 16 times, be ages 10 to 19, 20 to 29, 11, 30 to 39, 5, 40 to 49, 2, 50 to 59, 4. I'm not sure why they didn't go any further, probably because you don't see a lot of those older folks on the roller coaster. Okay, so I'm going to put my histogram together here, and I'll try to do my best. I'm going to go 0 to 20. So I'm going to go increments of 4. 4, 8, jump to 12, jump to 16, and up to 20. This would be the frequency. Okay, so that would be the frequency side right there. All right, so now we're going to put the ages down here. We have 10 and 19-year-olds. When you're that age, you want to ride the roller coaster. And you can see 10 and 19, we have 16. So we're going to put my little bar graph down, bar down, and across and down, 10 and 19. Then as you move over to 20 to 29, 20 to 29, 20 to 29 in your histogram, you can see you're only going to go 11. So just not quite to 12 there. And then we're going to cruise back down there and over, that would be about 11. Then from the 30 to 39 age group, there's 5 of us. I'm not 30 to 39, I wish it was again, but 30 to 39, there's 5. Okay, so we're gonna put a little bar there, up, just past 4, and across and down, 30 to 39. 40 to 49, there's only 2. 40 to 49, 40 to 49, there's only 2. And since there's only 2, we're only going to go up a little ways and over and down. And then 50 to 59, there's 4. Okay, so at 4, a little bit higher than 40 to 49, but we're going to move, that is going to be 50, age 50 to 59. And that'd be a histogram representing the frequency of rides on a roller coaster based upon the age. Example 2, using a histogram. The histogram shows the winning speeds of the Daytona 500. Letter A, which interval contains the most data values? Letter B, how many of the winning speeds are less than 140 miles per hour? Letter C, how many of the winning speeds are at least 160 miles per hour? Okay, let's start with A. We're looking for the interval with the tallest bar for letter A, which contains the most data values, which is right here, 150 to 159. Letter B, how many of the winning speeds are less than 140 miles per hour? So we're looking for the winning speed. So I see that between less than 140 miles an hour. So what we have there is we have 1 between 120 and 129, 1. 4 between 130 and 139. So 1 plus 4 is equal to 5. So we have 5 times winning speeds are less than 150 miles per hour. Less than 140, I should say. And letter C, how many of the winning speeds are at least 160 miles an hour? And we have 7. So we have 7 right here, plus 5 would be at least. Okay, so you have to include the 160 to 169 plus the 170 to 179, and that would be 12. That's using a histogram. Okay, on your own, number 2. The histogram shows the number of hours that students in a class sleep last night. Letter A, how many students slept at least 8 hours? Okay, so we're going to take this grouping here, 8 to 11, which is 8. And we're going to add this group here, which is 3, 12 to 15. That puts us at 11 students for letter A. On your own, number 2, letter B. How many students slept less than 12 hours? Okay, so we're looking to group 0 to 3, 4 to 7, and 8 to 11. And if we added this 2 plus 4 to 7, which is 8, which is 10. And we're going to add this 8 to 11, which is another 8. So we're going to have 18 students that slept less than 12 hours. Got to get your sleep. Okay, example 3, comparing data displays with histograms. Comparing data displays. The data displays show how many push-ups students in a class completed for a physical fitness test. Which data display can you use to find how many students are in the class? Okay, we have this histogram and we have this pie chart. So basically, the answer here is that you can use the histogram because it shows the number of students. Okay, here we got 3, we have 5, that's 8, and you can just keep adding up. The sum of their values represents the number of students. The circle graph, you can't do that. We only have percentages, all right? So the circle graph gives us percentages. The histogram actually gives us the number, and that would give us the number of students in the class. Example 4, making conclusions from data display. This is the last example, and we have a couple on your own. Which statement cannot be made using the data displays in example 3? Let's look at this one. Letter A, 12% of the class completed less than 10 push-ups. Letter B, 5 students completed at least 10 and at most 19 push-ups. Letter C, at least 1 student completed more than 39 push-ups. And letter D, 29% of the class completed 30 or more push-ups. So the circle graph shows that 12% completed 0 to 9 push-ups. So statement A can be made. But in the histogram, the bar height is for 10 to 19 interval is 5. The bar height for the 40 to 49 interval is 1. So statement B and C can be made. The circle graph shows that 24% completed 30 to 39 push-ups and 4% completed 40 to 49 push-ups. So 24 plus 4 is 28, completed 30 or more push-ups. Statement D cannot be made. So D cannot be made. B and C can be made. Letter A can also be made. On your own, number 3, in example 3, which data display should you use to describe the portion of the entire class that completed 30 to 39 push-ups? Which data display would you use? In this case, you're going to use the circle graph. Circle graph. And you're going to use the circle graph because 30 to 39, you're going to give 24%. So they're looking for describing the portion of the entire class, and that would be that 39% or 24% of the class. Sample answer for the last one today. Make 2 more conclusions from the data display in example 3. 2 more conclusions. excuse me, 16 students completed 20 to 39 push-ups would be an example. 20 to 39 push-ups, 16, 10 plus 6. 88% of the class completed 10 or more push-ups. So 10 or more push-ups, you would add those three numbers together and get 88%. That concludes the lesson, folks, on histograms today. And hopefully you found that informative. I do have an assignment that's attached for today. And I hopefully you found it beneficial. Miss you all. Hope to see you soon. Take care now. Bye-bye.